watch it all decay. The fiat empire crumbles day by day. Numbers on screens, meaningless lies. We're waking up in a world that cash in my hand, it's losing its weight. Prices soar while the bankers dictate. Groceries cost a fortune, wages the same. Inflation's a monster feeding on the game. Central banks laugh, the market's a joke. LED candles flicker, the old system broke. Holders unite, miners ignite. The blood exchange shines like a neon light. Paper trash, burn the old ways. Crypto rises from the blaze. Neon streets, the robots scream. Inflation's nightmare, we chase the Every note printed, every coin lost. The fiat machine accepts its cost. Digital rebellion, ledger in hand. We reclaim the future, make a stand. Smart contracts fire, the chains hold tight. Decentralized power, the only right. Otaku warriors, neon and steel. Crypto salvation is how we feel. The numbers climb, the world decays. Markets tremble in the neon haze. AI brokers watch, but they can't control. The ledger is ours, it saves our soul. Bake and try, burn the old ways. Crypto rises from the blaze. Neon streets, the robots scream. Inflation's nightmare, we chase the dream. Crash is gone, the system's done. The ledger's light eclipses the sun. Inflation burns, but we survive. Crypto Otaku keeps the dream alive.
In a digital wasteland, did you feel the heat trading in the neon light? Did you like coins vanished deep in the system's maze? Financial freedom, did you know was the only way to survive? To lie, the crash, the dips, they burn it all away. No, 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 no. Neon streets standing here with block to block, flickering screens, nowhere to hide. Robots rise, taking all our jobs. Crypto still surviving. burning cash. I could never trust the system. Did you feel buried in dead-end lies? You keep saying it's all going fine. Did you dream of no more banks, no more chains to bind, keeping us enslaved? Did you lie? Tell me how to break free from this night. Neon streets standing here, we're block to block, flickering screens, nowhere to hide. Robots rise, taking all our jobs. Crypto still surviving day by day. Will you ever break free from the chains of fiat made? I want your keys. I want your keys tonight. Burning money, feel the burning money. Spending this lonely night, stacking more. Tonight, burning money. Touch me, burning money. Show me your games with your stash, burning cash. Give me sets, burning cash.
What's the second button? There is no second pass.
And welcome to Crypto Chaos for another day. We are living in chaos. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Welcome. Let's get the show started. How you guys doing? How you guys doing in the chat? What do we got this evening? Who do we have? We got G-Dog, we got Cody, we got Drew. How you doing, Drew? How you doing? Gamma Goddess. G-Dog, Jake the Snake. How you doing, Jake? Yo. What is up, guys? What is up? We're back again for another round, of course, of chaos for you. Crypto chaos, that is. Bitcoin sitting at 71,000. Let's dive into it. There we go. 71,000 flat right before the live. Looks like the foreign market is having a good old time right now, buying up what we oversold over the last few days. Yeah, dancing mascots. Come, just shoot. Come on. I got stuff to do. Of course, winning.
We're gonna win so much.
Yes.
You may even get tired of winning.
We're back, baby.
Please.
Too much winning. And guys, you know, I'm so tired of winning. So freaking tired of winning. Of course, telling you guys last weekend. That's right. This was Friday. Telling you back on Friday, this was going to be the extent of what we had to deal with. Calling for our baseline bear. Between the baseline bear right down the center. And if we didn't have this little bit of a dip and now a bull flag out of nowhere, then yeah, we'd pretty much be exactly where I thought we would be anyway. Surprise, not really. I'm sorry. I'm so tired of winning, guys. I'm so tired. I'm happy my buttons work now, though. Same shit, different day. Just another day of chaos. Alright, guys, so that's what we are at right now. Let's see what else is new. Looks like the stock market recovered a little bit. I still feel like this whole side of Trump again, the art of the deal, the whole deal thing, right, is all just baloney. I wanted to say it like it is. I think this is all baloney. He's saying that he's been talking with people. They're saying he's not talking to anyone. It's the same exact playbook we had last October, November, when we were talking about the tariffs with China. And we just need to win. We need to win. Now the tariffs are pretty much out the window anyway. It doesn't even matter. It's almost like everything doesn't matter, right? That's why I'm just like, yeah, Bitcoin, just do it. Just do it. Do it. All right. So that's what you guys might have missed this morning. Again, if you didn't see the morning open, yeah, you missed a whole bunch of political chaos. Political nonsense, really. All right, let's get into, of course, our sentiment as we always look at on the day. The overall order books on Bitcoin right now still looking pretty good. Looking pretty good for a test of about 71.5, possibly coming soon this evening. Again, the foreign market just opened about 30 minutes to an hour ago. I think they're still 2 hours ahead of us in Japan right now against America on the backdrop. But yeah, as of right now, it looks like this holding up pretty strong at 70,000 for support. Below that, we could also see 70,100. So 70,003 holding, of course, the threes, the 8s, and the 6s all holding. Is there anything that really add right now that my computer wants to work with me? Yeah, that's cool. I can zoom in. Yeah, we can do all the things. Look in, zoom in, check out how the order books are heading. Of course, Kimba the White Snow Lion on YouTube brings this to you for free, so I do not have to pay for it, and neither do you guys. If you, of course, want to watch the live heat map for free, it's brought to you by Kimba the White Snow Lion on YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the things down here below, but also check him out too if you never heard of him. I try to show him as much as I possibly can because he is an anime reference for my show, and I like the anime reference. That's about it. All right. So yeah, we are still about $1 billion ahead of overall trading volume against the bears today. Really not that much, really. The whole reason why we're in a bull flag, or the whole entire structure that we're in a bull flag right now, is actually kind of surprising. So, looking at just the overall volume, it's kind of low in my opinion, kind of low. But so far the bulls have been, of course, seizing a little bit higher price action. The overall move though that we've seen in the past few days, even the lows really weren't that low. I was expecting at least our bear case scenario to land somewhere underneath, or at least about right on top of our trend line target. We're still producing a higher low, and we can still come down to 66,300, and I would still be bullish. Higher lows, of course, every week. All right, what else we got here? Anything else to take away from the order books today? What's been added here? You got a whole bunch of new. This is on 24 hours right now. Whole bunch of new areas of entry, right around 70K flat, holding us up. Obviously, in the last 10 or 12 hours. Pretty much the start of today's trading session. Any other takeaways here? Not really. More hopefuls down here, about 55K, and about a little bit, of course, above. You can see a new area here in the overall fear. Look at this, in all overall fear this week. Now putting in new areas of entry and filling in more of the gaps we had between 55 and 50K. Still a lot down there, man. I just don't know if we're actually going to see it. I just don't see us going there. A larger area of entry now between the last 2 or 3 days, so around 60,000 flat or under. So again, this is all pretty much brand new over the weekend. Wow, and a huge green area over the past 3 days on Bitcoin above 60K, 65,000, of course, being our pretty much the line in the sand for our support level, right? We didn't even come close to it. I think we hit 67, right? 67 over the weekend. Yes, we did. 67.5. So again, 65 still on the table for being the line in the sand. Pretty much what I was looking at for our bear case target last weekend. All right. So yeah, nothing else has really changed. Again, more areas being pushed up a little bit higher, right, on the weekly. We don't see anything really underneath 55,000 anymore. Yeah, we're just continuing a little bit of an upward chop. We'll see if we continue this momentum. We did lose a little bit of ground, but not that much in the grand scheme of things on Bitcoin. Let's take a look and see what's going on with the rest of the sentiment. Of course, my favorites, of course, is the U.S. national debt. U.S. national debt currently sitting at 39 trillion. That's 27 billion, guys. We just crossed this line in the middle of last week, and we're already $27 billion over that target. Right now, the White House is trying to get appeal for $200 billion in spending for this war, if it does continue. Yeah, Besson, of course, has been pushing for that soon. Again, by the end of the year, we're definitely going to be over 40 trillion. Let's get into Poly market bets. Anything else happening over here? Of course, brought to you by Polygon. Yes, layer 2 on Ethereum Polygon. Fed rate hike in 2026. A 20% chance now for a Fed rate hike. That's not a cut. That is a hike. Will the U.S. confirm an alien's existence? A little shy of 20% by December 31st. Not likely going to happen. Although Eleanor Tourette did put a statement out at the beginning of the year, back in January, February, saying they were going to do it by May. Well, we'll see. May go away. U.S. recession by end of 2026. Now a 34% chance. I think this is up like 2% from last week. I don't think it's up a crazy amount, but it is going that direction. I do like the Doom, though. I do like the Doom. Can I flip a couple coins? How about 3 coins? Let's flip a few coins right now. All right, so that's tails. That's no fun. That's also tails. Damn it. So right there, pretty much no recession in 2026. Moving on. Clarity Act signed the law. We're down to 68% chance now, as we have a lot of action happening this week. We're gonna probably get into that in the news today. We'll see. I had a hard time setting up my computer today. As you guys knew from this morning, I've been having computing problems. My PC is just about ready to kick the bucket one of these days, ending one of these days. Fear and greed index sitting at extreme fear for the stock market. 16 extreme fear ending today. I don't think this has changed at all since Friday. I think it's still been in extreme fear since the weekend. Crypto fear and greed, though, has moved quite a bit. Last Friday we were up to 26 in traditional fear, and then this morning we opened up at 8. Are we still in 8? Yes we are. Let's refresh this as well, and we are still hanging out in extreme fear, but now at 11. Now at a cool 11. They just keep popping back and forth. It doesn't even matter. All right, 99.18 on the Dixie. I do like seeing this. Dixie, of course, coming down lower here on the 5-day. This is the lowest we've seen on a week, on a weekly basis for the dollar. The last time we've seen the Dixie down this low was probably the 10th. Between the 10th and 11th. So I do like the Dixie, coming down a little bit here. At some point, people have to figure out, man, the doomer boomers and everyone else are not going to be able to just run back to, of course, the good old dollar for, love and support. Because it's just not going to be there in the long run. All right, let's see what else is going on with crypto bubbles today. Of course, looking for opportunities in our space of DCA. Today is no different. And River is now oversold 23%. Looks like all the capital now is rotating out of River and going to where? If I were to be a betting man, I would be looking at Monero right now. I'd be looking at Zama. Monero, Zama, Zcash. There's plenty of other places, of course, to go to. This has been a very well-known trend in our space for a minute. Other big movers, everything's up. Everything's up at average of, what, 3 or 4% now? 2.5 on the top 100. 3.5 on the top 200 on average there, with some of the biggest movers being Tau and Midnight, with of course Layer 0 and Aptos. Damn, Aptos came back from the dead. It just sold off with the market reacting to their company layoffs just last week. So coming up a little bit on that news, I guess. I'm getting over it. It was really oversold over the last few weeks. Fetch AI down 10% as well, or up 10%. Those are the biggest movers on the day. Looking at the weekly, Siren is still up 378%, with another huge move for Siren, 150% on Saturday. It was pretty crazy. We were talking about it on our Patreon. Speaking of which, guys, the Patreon is, of course, going to be live tonight immediately after this live show concludes. Right around 9:30, we're going to be jumping over to the Patreon. If you guys have any questions about crypto and you want to, of course, get some help or assistance, join us over there and ask away, please. It's been a very, very boring time, of course, in crypto lately. Everyone's just like, oh my gosh, are we in, are we out, are we down, down, oh my gosh, and most of the time you just need to sit there and hodl like you did over the last weekend. I exited one of my positions a little bit. I took a fifth off the table, 1/5 off the table, and it didn't work out for me. Oh well. I'll move on. I'll find another entry, or I'll move on to a different coin. But others, right? Others had taken a lot more off. Maybe played with some leverage. Maybe bet on the move down. Put in some shorts. Maybe got their asses handed to them. Guys, be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
What are you, stupid?
Be safe out there. And of course, if you have any questions about the markets, be sure to join the Patreon. We can, of course, help you in the right direction over there soon. All right. Let's see what else we have here on the weekly. What has also moved down on the week the most? Say's down 13%. ENA's down 21%. Zcash doesn't look like Zcash is going to be moving anytime soon with that liquidity coming back in from possibly River. So I'd be looking at Monero. It's probably Monero's turn too. I haven't seen Monero move in a while. Let's take a look and see what else we have. Trump coins down 15%. We do have that meeting on Mar-a-Lago. I think it's coming at the end of this week. It's like 26th, right? I think it's the 26th of Mar-a-Lago. Lago, Trump coin. So this is going to be a busy week, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be a busy week. The gala, luncheon. It's gonna be on Wednesday? No. Okay, April 25th. Okay, that's gonna be next month. I thought it was this month. Okay. I was thinking it was the March 25th or 26th. It's actually April, so we got some time on that. I do have to update my narratives though, because we have a lot of stuff going on. We still don't have Joe Rogan with Michael Saylor. That of course was already filmed last year. If you guys have been following the channel, when that pops, man, it's going to be significant. Everyone's been asking for that for a long time. All right, so yeah, the Trump Gala for the meme coin is going to be on April 25th. All right, and then of course we have the rate cut decision, which is not going to happen, right? That's going to be the next one in April. I think there's like a 3% chance right now. We have, average Americans already received their tax returns. The average, the largest returns ever in U.S. history, even though of course against inflation is really not that not really there. So I guess we take that off the table. Japan fiscal year ending at the end of this month. I'm hoping, a movement out of some of the altcoins in Japan, like Jasmine. Maduro's court date has already happened. Wow, I missed that. What? We didn't get any news on that last week. We do have that planned trip to Venezuela. I think that already happened as well for those investors. 2,000 checks, not happening. June, question mark. Is there a war stimulus now that's going to be, of course, funding this? We don't know. The future is unclear. But if, of course, they did do those 2,000 rounds of checks for working Americans, it would be something between like $325 billion printed. We're looking at printing 200 billion anyway. What's another 325? Jeez. All right. Class action lawsuit for Solana. Pump.fun still continues. And Bed Bath & Beyond to launch its tokens.com. Yes, you heard right. Tokens.com on July 1st in 2026. It's going to be a very, very exciting year, guys. I think you're just getting a little bit too used to the, the stagnant. The stagnant of crypto. All right. Let's continue on. What else do I have here? All right, getting back over to crypto bubbles. We were looking for more, DC opportunities on the top 100. On the weekly, again, there's still plenty here oversold on 15. Again, pick your poison. You want to get back into Zcash, wait for that thing to pump again. Do you want to get into WorldCoin? Virtuals Protocol on the outskirts there. If you don't have an AI pick, maybe that one's there for you. It's only down 9% of the year, though. Yikes. It really hasn't shed much blood this year. Pepe's down 13%. Yeah, I don't really feel too much love for many of these here. Maybe Say down almost 15% on the week as well. I do like me some Say. ICP, we don't talk about ICP much anymore either. A lot of opportunities here, guys. You just got to look. Today is a different day after everything sold off on Friday. Let's see what else is going on here on the month. Biggest movers on the month to the downside. There's nothing here that's, of course, oversold. 30 or 40% off on the monthly. Midnight and Atom are the most oversold. Atom, of course, being Cosmos. 22.4% off on the month. That is it. That is all. Good day, sir. You lose. There's nothing to DCA into. Let's do the same thing on the top 200 as well. Jido. I haven't seen a big move out of Jido in a long time. They used to be one of our most oversold assets on the year. Still is. Down 84% still on the year. A little bit of a good day on Jido. 20% off on that move. 20% up. Helium, and some other ones here, but the big one is, of course, Jido. What else do we have? Bard still oversold, 54% off here on the weekly. Is it time to get in? Is it time to get in? Banana still moving up. Banana for scale still up 48.5% on banana since the weekend. Xano still killing it too. Jeez, I think this morning was only up like 20% or 15. Jeez, this is on the week now. 62% now on the week for Xano. Again, affiliated with Zibek. All right, continuing into the monthly movers. We're looking for anything that's oversold 30% or more. IP Story fits that criteria with lighter. We've got Pith as well. It's on the outskirts there, about 24.5% off. Still a good buy right now too, in the grand scheme of things, with everything else just kind of chilling here in the space. Bard 34% off, and Frax down 34. Again, my one of my top picks is still IP. This is so oversold, guys. 65%. 65 cents now on a brand new low this weekend. All right, guys, that seems to be it. Again, if you want to find anything out any further, come hang out with the Crypto Chaos crew, and of course, we'll show you some of our trades we're in right now. All right. Again, not financial advice, only my 2 cents.
I'd buy that for $1.
Bitcoin market cap right around 60% dominance still remains.
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid.
And yet we are here again, guys, with, of course, the majority of the market cap still sitting in Bitcoin. Altcoin season still a glimmer away in our eye, right? A glimmer in our eye. Looking at the overall market cap, speaking of which, 2.42 trillion. Yeah, 1.4 trillion of that is still just in Bitcoin. Yeah. Again, huge amount is still in Bitcoin. Anything else happening here? We did get XRP just flipped Solana. Yeah, you didn't hear that. Holy
We're
crap.
gonna win so much.
What is going on here? Where's Binance? What am I looking at? Okay, this is trends. Okay, top trends. I'm like, there's no way. I'm losing my mind. That yeah, that XRP was number 3. Now sitting at number 4 though. It did flip Binance again. Looks like over the weekend. Sitting at $1.42. We do have Tether, of course, sitting at $184 billion in market cap. Again, only down a few billion from the all-time high on its market cap, 86 to 87 trillion, sitting in Tether, right? So again, Tether, of course, still being the king of stablecoins. Anything else happening here? Not really. Looks like Cardano's got pushed even further behind. Bitcoin Cash flipping above it. And of course, Hyperliquid still holding number 10. In the top 20, we're Liberty Financial holding the line, and nothing else really going on beneath that. Still the same lineup with Litecoin, Avalanche, and of course all the other altcoins. All right. Nothing else to see there. SWI still coming down. Wow, to 26, even with the pump. It just recently had about 94, reaching $1 over I think Friday, into Thursday, Friday. Hopefully coming back up again soon. Let's take a look and see what else is going on with my favorite metric, guys, to share with you guys every day. How much Bitcoin's remaining on the balance sheets of these exchanges. And of course, today is no exception to that. There's still the least amount we've ever seen in history in the last 3 months, of course, making new records. I would say in the last 3 weeks, making a new record. Just on March, March 9th, 13th? I think it was the 13th. We had the lowest we've ever had on exchanges, 2.43 million remaining. And of course, we built that up a little bit. We had a little bit of a hump here. Now rolling over into tomorrow, 2.46 remaining on the exchanges. Again, to get a piece of the pie before it's all gone. Michael Saylor's going to buy more. He actually made an announcement this morning too. We covered just briefly in the morning open. His 21 million ATM plan. Let's get into that. I guess we can get into that. Let's see if I can just find it real quick. 21 ATM. And his plan is to get another like 43 million, something like that. Billion with a B. Let's see. Something in English, please. Every language but English. All right, here he is. Justin Saylor Strategy plans to raise $42 billion with his new Stretch and Master ATM programs. It's probably nothing.
What are you, stupid?
It's probably nothing. It's probably probably like to double up what he has now. Yeah, because his current holdings right now is what, like 50 to 60 billion dollars, I think. Of course, Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy just purchased another 1,000 Bitcoin today, a bit lower than I was expecting. Right there, sitting at 57.6 billion. That's how much they have right now. 762,000 Bitcoin. Again, looking to of course acquire $42 billion to purchase more Bitcoin. The lower we stay, guys, the more, of course, Bitcoin's MicroStrategy is going to have by the end of all this. Yeah, again, it's probably nothing. Yeah, it's probably nothing.
Are you stupid?
Get off zero, guys. I'm telling you. You don't want to be sitting there holding zero when the bomb drops. All right, moving on. Let's take a look and see what else is going on with Bitcoin treasuries. Again, it is a Monday. We like to, of course, see how much Saylor and everyone else is accumulating on Mondays. Looks like, again, 762,000 Bitcoin being held by MicroStrategy. The second one being Marathon Holdings with 53,000 Bitcoin. Number 3 being 21 Capital. That's Michael with us. Jack Mahler's company, partnered with Standard Chartered, I think, is one of the banks. 21 Capital, and Metaplanet, of course, being the largest Bitcoin outfit in Japan with 30,000 Bitcoin. All right, let's take a look and see what is going on with the asset managers as well. How many is BlackRock still holding on to, as Strategy now rivals BlackRock, sitting at 786,000 tokens. Okay, and that's assets under management. Then we have number 2 being Fidelity with just shy of 200,000, 187,000 Bitcoin, and Grayscale still holding 156,000. Remember when we started, Grayscale had over 600,000. They had about roughly, well, again, I can't even say that anymore because they have way more than 600,000 now. I think it was like 650,000 when we started this. They were the largest, of course, trust, or of course now ETF. And a lot of that, of course, got sucked up by BlackRock, even despite its high fees. And I think Grayscale's original ETF still has the highest fees as well. They've been doing it the longest, too. All right, anything else happening? United States still holding about 328,000, and China still, again, allegedly 190,000 for China. Moving on. Oh, Bitcoin rainbow chart. Still grinding the bottom of Bitcoin is dead territory. That's right. Bitcoin is dead. It is dead, sir. It's still in what I call basically the new bear market. The forever bear market we've been in for an additional 2 years. We didn't have to be this. It didn't have to be this way. But of course, it is this way. All right. Top 10 assets in the world. Of course, silver losing the top second slot last week. Climbing back up now, though. Still under $4 trillion, total market cap. Nvidia now sitting at 4.26 trillion. And Bitcoin, again, just flip tested last week. And of course, is back to 13 again today. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Except, my God, did we call these... these moves to the downside on gold and silver, though. Crazy. Actually lower than I was expecting. This was Friday. I was expecting us to hit this on Friday. We hit it, and then we lost another leg or two down on gold. 4,150 on gold over the weekend. And of course, now sitting in what looks like a bit of a bullish pattern, reversal pattern to the upside, more than likely coming for gold soon, and silver as well. Silver hit actually right on top of my target, which I'm actually really, okay, it is what it is. But yeah, the gold one's crazy. So S&P 500 still coming down. Again, I'm expecting something like this to happen for the S&P 500. Again, a lot like what we saw last year, and that pullback at the same exact time as well. I've been talking about this now for a couple months. And yeah, I think we're just going to do something like this. Come down a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I mean, maybe war in Iran, then yeah, then that. But we'll see how that plays out. But overall, the traditional markets are still sliding. Tom Lee also calling still for 7,700 by the end of the year. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. All right. Moving on. Guys, also don't forget to hit up the Patreon. It's only $15 a month, less than a bottle of Tito's, less than a date with your mom. You too can be a Chaos Crew member. All right, let's hit back in the chat real quick, catch up with you guys, and then we're going to get into the news. How you guys doing tonight? Bitcoin's still holding about 70,700. All right. Vegeta. Jesus. Strawberry Dragons in the house. Nebs, Milk Money. Of course, shout out to Ben, everyone else in the chat. Strawberry Dragons here. Gamma Goddess. Man, we got a full house tonight. Full house tonight. Oh, Jesus. Wait, whose real name's Dylan? What? Kimba, the White Blow Lion. Jake. Crazy bastard. Love H-Bar, says Cody. Funny Color says, guys, should I sell? Funny Colors, what are you talking about? Sell what? What are you selling? Okay, Otaku, yes, how's it going? Super Danny in the house. Vegeta, XRP, Moonshot, right now, Moonshot? H-Bar, Moonshot. Doomtastic, super doomtastic, yes. Jeez. Super Gway chart, says Pat Stackums. Speaking of Gway's been moving down, hasn't it? Keeps losing a little there of the trend. Still on the trend, kinda keeping it, It's trying. I guess if we didn't have that pullback, it still would be on it, right? Yep. But yeah, still looking at Gway. I was hoping to see a pullback and get another entry in, honestly. I really want to get in down here. But we'll see. We'll see if it actually loses support again or not. Gway's have been very, of course, trendy lately. All right. What else? Anything else in the chat? I think that's it. $15 is $15. Yeah. Yeah. 100%, Cody. $15 is $15. All right. Who doesn't have Patreon yet, says Cody in the chat. Everyone, do you not have a Patreon membership? Do you not have a membership? It's only $15, guys. It's only $15, of course, to hang out with the Chaos Crew. Matt Adam Music says, my portfolio loves to doom shots. What? Keeps me humble. What the hell? All right, guys, let's get back to it. All right, let's see what the world has for us in terms of crypto news tonight. Market swings by $3 trillion as Bitcoin price explodes upward in 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. Of course, this is what happened today. Bitcoin jumps back above 70,000 on Monday morning, came with an unusual clarity. The move started with Donald Trump posted on Truth Social that the United States and Iran are held very good and productive conversations. Allegedly. I still don't believe any of that's actually real. On a complete and total resolution. I mean, the incentive is pretty clear. He'll say anything to make, of course, the markets happy. He's done this before with China, right? We've seen it happen before. We know the art of the deal. We have the book, right? President Xi's read this book. He knows what's going on. I'm sure they have plenty of copies of this in, I don't know, in the Middle East. I'm just going to say that. Okay, within seconds, the global markets pre-priced the oil tumbled more than 10%. U.S. stock futures jumped more than 2%. European equities reversed sharp early losses, and Bitcoin sprinted from upper 67K up back through 70K. The Kobesi estimates the move added about $2 trillion in market value. Then the rally, the reverse slightly over the Iran said that they've been in no contact with Washington by 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The futures were down about 120 points to the peak, erasing roughly $1 trillion. In Kobesi's words, that left the S&P 500 with a total headline driven swing of about $3 trillion in implied market value in 56 minutes. Wow. Yes. Get wrecked. Nuts. All right. So yeah, that was today. It's fun. Trump's post was the trigger, but the force came from the macro chain that followed. Before the post, the market had been moving in the opposite direction. Higher crude prices were feeding a stagflation scare. Rising energy costs were threatening to push inflation expectations higher, just as growth had started to soften. Bond yields were climbing again. Bitcoin, gold, and equity futures were all under pressure while the rates rose into a more sensitive zone. In Crypto Slate's morning analysis of the week ahead, the focus had already shifted from oil alone in the bond market and the U.S. 10-year yield approaching a level that can tighten financial conditions quickly. We were talking about it last night, of course, on the Patreon, how it felt like we weren't sure if we were going to go into another Black Monday-like event or if it was just going to be a nothing burger, right? Because Trump's original plan was 48 hours from Friday, so Saturday, Sunday into Monday morning, and we weren't sure what we were to expect. And the only thing I really did was just, other than holding what I'm holding, is just sell a fifth of one position. just to have a little bit of extra dry powder. And of course, it didn't matter anyway. In the rates, U.S. 10-year dropped more than 20 basis points, around 4.3%, before settling near 4.36% at the time of current press time. Bitcoin's followed the same repricing path at the high speed, reclaiming 70,000 as the pressure embedded in oil yields started to ease. Oil cracked first, reals backed off, gold reversed, equities futures snapped tighter or higher, and then Bitcoin expressed the same repricing faster than most major assets. The significance of Bitcoin sits on one layer below the spike itself. Nothing about the crypto market changed in structural sense during those 5 minutes. And the post did not bring a new ETF catalyst, a policy shift from the Fed, or a sudden change in the on-chain conditions. What changed was the macro environment that had been pressing on every risk-sensitive asset for days. The market moved from pricing in water energy shocks to pricing in the possibility of a pause. Yeah, I mean, this is what we're gonna get anyway. They can't raise rates higher, or else they push us into recession, and they can't cut rates because inflation will, of course, continue to spike. So what do? We just sit here and wait for something. Wait for something to break, as Powell likes to say, right? Wait for something to break. On March 12th, Bitcoin held up even better than the Brent briefly. Of course, this is all history there. This is all history going all the way back to March 7th, beginning of the month. Monday's move above 70,000 needs to be read inside that framework, of course, that the market, of course, shook throughout the last coming weeks into this war. We're now, what, like 20 days in, right? Like 17, 18, 19, 20 days in, I think, in this war. All right. I'm kind of over it. Hey, guys, of course, if you lived through it, if you were here in the morning with me anyway. Okay, what else we have here? Yeah, not feeling any of this stuff. Bitcoin stalls as Donald Trump's unpredictable remarks shake the market's confidence. Yeah, I wonder if this is an update because it's about an hour ago it came out. The Bitcoin market is currently in a pause, an indecision. Yeah, I would say. Currently, the Bitcoin is a clear stalemate between a 70,500 and the 71,000 zone. Clearly, we can foresee that on the order books. I would say it's 70,300, but you know what? Whatever. Defining moment for Bitcoin's market structure, yada. Okay, yeah, we're still producing higher lows until something changes. Zcash price signals a 15% drop despite surge in shielded pools. Again, everyone's just playing those coins back and forth, the same liquidity, the same money going back between Zcash, Monero, River, and hopefully soon, Zama. All right. Anything else? Really flat in the news cycle this week. Last 2 weeks, really. I think I said the same thing last Monday as well. We should be getting some news though on the Clarity Act. We are getting them to meet again tomorrow, and then we're gonna have the markup, I guess, on Wednesday. We'll see. Bitcoin holds about 70K. Solana Foundation targets institutions with new privacy framework. Guess we could take a look at that. What are they getting at here? The Solana Foundation published a report arguing that the enterprise adoption requires flexible privacy controls, outlining their 4 modes for synonymity to fully private systems. The Foundation said Solana Speed enables advanced privacy tech like zero knowledge proofs, that's ZK, while still supporting regulatory compliance. Okay. Anything else going on here? I'm gonna move on. Okay. BlackRock is betting billions that tokenized funds will do what they will do for Wall Street. I guess an update from Larry Fink. We did get a video of him recently, like trying to calm down investors. Let me see if I can find that. I did share that on my X account earlier today. Let's dive into that. We have some more Cynthia Lomas too. Here's Larry Fink.
Published my annual letter. I write this letter each year after hundreds of conversations with clients and leaders around the world. And lately, there's a common theme. People feel like the world is changing faster than they can process. Countries are investing more at home, and artificial intelligence is advancing at an extraordinary pace. And capital is moving differently. At the same time, enormous value is being created in the capital markets. But not everyone feels connected to that growth. If more prosperity is being generated in markets, then more people need the opportunity to participate in them. That's what this letter is all about. Expanding long-term ownership through stronger retirement systems, earlier wealth building, and modernizing markets that make investing more accessible and more possible. At its best, long-term investing links your future to your country's future. When that connection is strong, economies are stronger too. At BlackRock, that's the work we focus on every day with our clients around the world. We enter 2026 with strong momentum, delivering record net inflows and reaching a new high of $14 trillion in assets under management in 2025, as clients entrusted us with nearly $700 billion of new assets.
Yeah, to put that in perspective, when I got into crypto, they were just about ready to approach, I think, 11.5 or 12 trillion. So, so that means in 5 or 6 years, they've amassed another 2 trillion. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Wait, 4 trillion? What do you say? 16, 12, 14? 14. Ridiculous.
$100 billion of new assets. Those results reflect on the role we aim to play, helping clients navigate change and investing for the long term. And we believe BlackRock is well positioned for what comes next, at the intersection of the forces reshaping global finance. From the expansion of the capital markets to the evolution of AI and the digital transformation of investing. I remain a long-term optimist. Markets have always moved through periods of uncertainty. The question isn't whether change is coming, because it is. The question is whether more people will have a stake in what comes next. I hope you'll take a few minutes to read the letter, and I hope it sparks a conversation.
All right, so that was, of course, Larry Fink's statements here recently on the future of the markets and kind of calming the jitters that, of course, the investors have right now. BlackRock chief Larry Fink used his annual shareholder letter to argue that the tokenization of digital assets could modernize the financial system, while the warning that the U.S. capitalism is failing too many of its workers. Fink says recording the data, the asset ownership on digital ledgers and using regulated digital wallets could make issuing, trading, and accessing into investments faster, cheaper, and more widely available. He framed the tokenization as a part of a broader effort to address the inequality and strained public finances, noting that BlackRock's growing digital assets business and calling for clear rules on investors' protections, counterparty risks, etc., etc., etc. Of course, I just showed you the video, so we don't need to read the letter. All right. What else we got? Elon's Grok AI predicts the price of XRP and all the nonsense, with, of course, the nonsensical price predictions from the AI, which have never been right, by the way. They've never been right. May I remind you, the Grok 4.0 Heavy that recorded Bitcoin would be at 400,000 by October last year, and of course that's when we sold off on the 10/10 event from 125 to where we are now. Anything else? Any other takeaway here? Senator Warren questions whether Mr. Beast will market crypto to kids. Oh boy!
What are you, stupid?
Here we go. That's a good chunk of chaos right here. A letter to the influencer and CEO of his holding company expressed concerns about whether the two will allow minors to trade crypto through a recently acquired banking app. Oh boy. And of course this is Mr. Beast's startup company she's referring to. And Bitmine, Tom Lee's company, are also partnered with this venture. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren has raised concerns about whether YouTuber Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast, intends to market cryptocurrency to teenagers and young adults following his purchase of a mobile banking app. In a Monday letter to Donaldson, Warren questioned whether the online influencer planned to use his company's acquisition of the mobile banking app Step to push crypto transactions and purchases on younger people. Donaldson said a YouTuber who grew on an online following due to his part of his stunts and financial giveaways founded his holding company Mr. Beast Industries in 2012 with the launch of his channel. In February, the company acquired Step with a reported 7 millionth person user base. At the time, Donaldson said that the purchase was aimed at giving millions of young people the financial foundation he never had. In October 2025, trademark application for Mr. Beast Financial included plans for the mobile app providing cryptocurrency exchange services. With more than 472 million subscribers on YouTube, Donaldson is one of our largest audiences in the world of video sharing, of course, platforms. His holding company, Mr. Beast Industries, already has financial ties with the crypto industry following a $200 million investment from, of course, yours truly, Tom Lee's BitMine immersion technology in January. Of course, we covered that back in January. Step announced plans for the app that would allow teens under 18 and young adults to buy, sell, hold, and receive crypto in 2022. However, the notice said that the parents will be able to oversee their teens' access for those investments. Despite Step's careful claims that crypto investing by minors is only met with the permission of the parent and guardian, STEP published resources encouraging kids to pressure their parents into crypto investments, said Warren in the Monday letter, adding, Beast Industries is primarily an entertainment and consumer product company, and any foray into financial services, particularly those services aimed at children, must be done with great care and in compliance with the law. Again, so weird how this party, man, this party is so against anyone getting ahead, anyone. I see the concerns. But my God, woman, can you have your head any far up these banks' asses? I just don't know. I don't think you can. Okay. Step announced her plans for the app would allow teens under 18 to make, of course, these purchases with a guardian's permission, etc., etc. So either way, I mean, the guardian has to be, of course, the middleman, the one, of course, issuing this permission. Warren requested information about his plans to allow young user base to invest in cryptocurrencies or non-fungible tokens, NFTs, by April 3rd. Cointelegraph has sought comment from Mr. Beast Industries as well, and still has not gotten a response yet at this time. Oh my God, why the hell are we going back into Hawk 2 after that? Okay, all right, I'm over it. Jesus, Elizabeth. God! She just can't leave anything well enough alone. Alright, U.S. sanctions North Korean criminal network for allegedly draining $800 million from businesses. I'm not feeling anything. It's all bank fraud nonsense from the Daily HODL today. Alright, we're going to go into some doom scrolling then, I guess, over on X, see what else we can dig up. I do have a few things I want to share with you I've had pulled up from the weekend. There's a lot, man. A lot I pulled up over the weekend. A lot of aliens, too, man. There's so much activity. Every time we get these wars, and they get deep, we have seen more and more UFO activity. It reminds me of Iraq back in the late 90s, early 2000s. We saw a lot of crazy videos of intervention from UFOs, shutting down like missiles coming out of silos and everything else. So I'm not surprised. But there was a lot of activity over the weekend. That was one of them. This one's crazy. Oh, jeez. It looks like it disarmed it too in the air. All right. I don't know if that was a countermeasure or what that was. Probably it was a countermeasure. We have more drones, of course, replacing jobs. We don't need Uber anymore, guys. Uber, Lyft, all that stuff. It's all going away. You just need some use. Of course, this is Walmart's out of Texas right now. What else do we have? More crazy orbs floating around. I think this one's by a cigar shape. Yes, it is. There's that there too, for your viewing pleasure. Nothing's happening, guys. Nothing's happening. It's fine. Cynthia Lummis, we got this posted here. This one came out yesterday over here on crypto Twitter. Senator Lummis calls for the U.S. government to sell its gold reserves and buy 5% of all the Bitcoin, resolve the 39 trillion national debt crisis. I think this clip originally came out like a year ago. Pretty sure that's old.
Borrowed money.
I shared it anyway. What else we have? There are more aliens. I know there was more footage of aliens, right? Oh yeah, Deerflow. Yeah. So here in the States, we have our OpenClaw. Well, in China, they just released an AI employee that works 24/7 on its own. It's 100% open source too, and it's called Deerflow. It researches codes, builds websites, creates slide desks, and generates videos all by itself and all on your computer. It's called Deerflow, and you give it a task, makes a plan, spins up its own team, own sub-agents, and gets to work. You come back and it's all done. Again, just like what we have here, and I'm sure it's gonna do more damage to their economy over there as well. Cool, cool. Jake the Snake coming in with a $5 super chat. Jake! The UFOs are talking to the missiles.
Sir, I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry.
I say, sir, I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
What the hell, Jake? What the hell is that? Oh, God. Thanks again, Jake, for the $5 super chat. How's it going, guys? That's not a female. That is not a woman. It's too blurry to tell, to be honest. All right, but definitely not a very kind woman. Very kind woman. Anything else to have here to show you? I think that's pretty much it. This one was weird. I don't know if I want to believe this one. It's a little too clear from someone's phone. But yeah, this one came out here on Crypto Twitter as well. In intelligent agents, I love looking at this. Analyst, they to be verifying that it's AI or CGI free. Anonymously sent by me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. That one just looks a little too, a little too cinematic. All right. So yeah, a lot of activity, guys. A lot of activity in the skies here recently with the bombs dropping in Iran and Israel. Let's take a look and see what else is not, again, on the agenda. What is unvetted. And of course, more UFOs. Damn it! Looks like this one's in Miami. It's a triple threat, or is it a triangle? Yeah, maybe. It's moving pretty damn quick, and they look like orbs. More UFOs. Another day, another UFO. NASA just confirmed the green fireball was spotted in hundreds of witnesses in the western U.S. And Sunday night, March 22nd. NASA stressed this fireball isn't related to the other 8 we saw last week. The meteor was first spotted above California town Chowchilla. It traveled about 35,000 miles per hour before disintegrating above Colfax. Boom. Crazy stuff. Multiple green orbs, UAP sightings in Canada. And we just told you about one of them. This one's crazy. Why is it moving so slow?
Why is it green?
Why is it green? Yeah, that's a good question too. Oh my God, guys! What the hell? Everything's UFO. Everything. There's no crypto on my Twitter anymore. What the hell? I didn't even click on that many of them. Oh jeez. Okay. More UFOs, even more UFOs all over. Of course, some of these are the meteors. Like that one's probably the meteor right there as well. Explosion reported in Texas, largest oil refinery in Port Arthur. That one just happened about 38 minutes ago. Hopefully there's no terrorist attacks in America coming soon. What else do we have? What the hell is this? 6 cars rolling through Taiwan with stripper poles and the girl on each one. We're not living anymore, guys. We're just not living. We're not living it up. All right. Just in Iran, trolls President Trump after he said the Strait of Hormuz could be controlled by me and the Ayatollah. And the Strait of Hormuz will be controlled by me and the Ayatollah. They gave him a little side toy. Toy steering wheel. Something you give your kid, I guess. That's funny. Geez, I don't believe they're actually talking. And if they are, maybe it's a counter military or resistance they're talking to in Iran. I don't think they're talking to anyone that's actually part of the. Wow, what the hell is this one? Another one. Identified another direction against the unidentified aerial object that breached a highly restricted airspace in Iran. This one just came out an hour ago. Again, I'm telling you, the more these bombs drop, the more these weird aliens and stuff happen. Crazy, crazy stuff. IDK. I don't know. That one just came out an hour ago. A lot of people, of course, looking more at the skies too because of the bombs. Strange luminous objects seen over Brazil. Is that all we're gonna get tonight? Back to crypto. Okay. Something just doesn't feel right. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. Looks like we're in a bubble. It's gonna pop.
Garibaldi 4 triple B.
Mark, you sure?
Yeah, it's time to call bullshit.
Bullshit on what?
Every fucking thing. There's a...
Yes. It's like 2008 all over again. Alright, so everyone's still covering the same things. Looks like we're hitting a wall, guys. Hitting just a wall. Scientists found 48 dimensions hiding inside of light. Physicists thought it was working with 2, off by just a little. Alright, so again, the dimensions, we're not able to perceive them. Traditionally, Sailor just went nuclear, of course, with his $42 billion strategy, right? Aiming for another 500,000 more Bitcoin, as I showed you before. If we, depending on where we are in price, he could double up. He could double up, especially if we come back down to about 50,000, 55K. That's why I think we're just not going to go there, guys. We're just not going to go there. If he's going to buy, again, another $42 billion worth, he's, of course, going to be over probably like 1.2 million coins by the end of all this. Probably by maybe the first or second quarter of 2027. Depending on where the economy goes here in the States, though. Again, more of the talks, of course, over the UFOs and the Senate. Anything else going on? 17 versus 37? Yeah, you can't do that no more. Yeah, you fall from there, you did. Alright, I think that's it, guys. I think that's all I got. I wish there was more happening in crypto Twitter land, but apparently not. Yes, your TA is no match against his tweets. 100%. That's just the truth.
What are you, stupid?
All right. Anything else? We did have Tom Lee on today, did we? Maybe. I guess we can take a look at this real quick before we head out.
As you can imagine, we've had many conversations with institutional investors.
I'm sure all you have.
They're all bracing for a long war. In fact, over the weekend, a lot wanted to short the market into the open today. In other words, they were getting ready to try to bet on a big decline. So to me, I think what Chris is saying, which I don't disagree with, it could be a long war. That's a consensus view in many ways. Nobody is under the illusion it's a short war, but that means that this asymmetry of incoming news could actually be positive. So I'm kind of in the camp that we have to see how markets react, but like today is, if we were skeptical, the market should be going down, but instead we're actually rallying today.
Yep, we're actually rallying today. Tom Lee said, what, last week? I think he said, wars are usually good long-term for the United States. Yes, usually. All right. I think that's it. Okay. Moving on. The normies. Going, of course, into the normie searches for the day. Taking a look and see what they're looking up. Usually they only look up 3 things: sports, video games, and celebrities. Let's see what they're looking up today. And, of course, we grade them on a traditional grade scale. If they're looking up anything related to crypto or financial sector. Okay, they're looking at the plane crash, of course, that happened at the LaGuardia Airport. That's the one that hit the fire truck, right? Yikes, that was, of course, disaster. If you guys didn't see that, that was, yeah, terrible. A lot of people injured, the pilots all killed, yeah, fun. Lakers versus Pistons, sports. Normies love their sports. People looking up Virgo. Valerie, Perrine, Bill Cosby. Why does he get the spotlight right now? Mona, live action. Okay, cool. More Disney slop. Speaking of which, in Japan, they really don't care for Disney at all anymore. According to Japan, I saw something about this today, completely unrelated, but Japan actually pays attention more to their Switch, their Nintendo Switch, than they do any of their Disney products that are in Japan. I would imagine that would be Disney Plus mostly. Virginia versus Iowa, sports. Normies love their sports. All the sports for you. Yeah, Jeff Webb. Yeah, it's just nonsense. Sony PlayStation Network. Maybe there's an outage. Oh no, did Iran do it? That's what the troll trend, of course, was last year. And what insolvent means, because I'm sure that's going to be pretty relevant here for a lot of things soon. Soon, the banks too soon to be insolvent, right? The public, private equity, yeah, yeah, coming soon. Let's take a look and see what the Bitcoin is today on the searches. Friday blew my mind. I'm not sure what the hell happened Friday. That's what this is from here. It's going to screw up everything for this week now. So let's just take a look at the day. But last Friday, man, it was something I've never seen. It has to have been some sort of attack on Google or something, because that was the largest spike I've ever seen, ever on a single week. So I got to go back to the past day to even see what's going on today. There we go. There's our little, little peek today there this morning, and of course Bitcoin versus Ethereum, Solana, and XRP and Doge. And again, it's kind of looking the same. Looks like all the other assets are starting to kind of come up a little bit and percolate. I'm excited for this because this tells me that there's a little bit more money flowing in there, possibly coming soon. People getting a little interested. Maybe they're holding some money back from their tax returns. But normally I don't see this sort of jumbled amount of interest in other assets other than Bitcoin and XRP in the morning. It's usually the only two really popping off. And looks like people are getting a little bit more exposed to news on Solana and XRP, Ethereum, and Doge. Weird on Doge. Doge is usually flat. It is kind of flat for the most part, other than, of course, the morning open here in the States. All right, so yeah, just chill out, guys.
So just chill out. Drink a 7-Up.
Yeah.
Eat a moon pie.
Yeah.
Quit murdering people.
Just don't do that. Can't we all just get along? All right. Let's get back to it, guys. Of course, looking at where Bitcoin's going to go into the evening and into tomorrow morning with 99% chance of accuracy here on my channel. I'm just tired of it, guys. I'm tired of waiting. Can we just knock this down? Can we just stop it? Stop it. All right. Let's take a look and see what we got going for us again. We were just here not too long ago. And Bitcoin's still holding about 70,600 right now, testing the mid-range. We did start tonight for market open around 70,800. We've since retreated. What was the high we saw today? 71,003, 7,102. What was the high on Bitcoin today? 71,080. Okay, and 80 bucks. Of course, still looking like a bull flag here on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 30-minute. Going sideways here and a little bit of chop. Pretty nice setup, really, if we don't want to, throw more bombs around in the desert, right? Still pretty cool setup here. I do like what we're headed into. Man, I want to be wrong tomorrow. Let's be wrong tomorrow in a good way. Of course, guys, if you are following with me in my channel over the last 3 or 4 days, we of course predicted where the entire price action of Bitcoin was going to go into the weekend. I of course was calling for baseline bear, and I showed you right down the middle of my scribble where I thought we would go. We landed right on top of it this afternoon. Wow, so
we're gonna win so much.
I'm bored. Let's mix it up and do it all over again. Who else can show you where things are going to go in through the entire weekend with this much certainty? I don't know. I can't. I have, of course, my Chaos Magic doer for me. Of course, we're going to do some more Chaos Magic again tonight. And the power of chaos will compel you to see where Bitcoin's going to go tomorrow. All right, so we're going to put this, of course, in a position. And you know what? I'm going to clean this up and keep it for another time. Let's roll that into next weekend. Sure, shall we? Yeah, let's do that for next weekend. It'll be at 9 p.m. there. Yep, that turns into 9 o'clock in the morning. Then I need another 9 a.m. on Sunday. We'll throw that about there. There we go. I'll just put it there for later. All right. Of course, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, these are my ritual sticks. These are the time frames where all the volatility is going to be in the market, regardless of where you live. You just need to know 3 numbers. Well, I guess it helps if you're in Eastern Standard Time. You just need to know 9, 12, and 3, and you know where all the volatility is going to be in the market. I've found this years and years ago. I've been watching the charts again for 6 years. Been a good time. Been a boring time, of course. Winning is, you get tired of winning. It's stupid. All right. Bitcoin's in a pretty bullish setup right now. It could still break down if we do get some more war. Yeah, and of course, retest maybe 68,000. Or it could actually come back up and retest the center of our new parallel channel, which we had just lost last Wednesday. What will happen, guys? What will happen? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat before I get the ritual started. I'm going to throw up a poll. All right. What comes first? What comes first? How about 65K or 75K? What comes first? That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. What comes first? Boom. All right, let's start the ritual. I already started the stream burning a 20. I might as well finish it. Thanks again for, of course, supporting the channel coming out and the chaos as well. Of course, looking at you, Jake the Snake, with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my #1 fan tonight, Jake the Snake, with 400 XP. And number 2, Cody Bakula with 100. Number 3, Pat Stackham tied with Funny Colors and Mad Adam Music. Guys, thanks again for coming out and supporting the chaos tonight. Let's finish burning this 20. Let's finish burning the 20. But I can't do things out of order.
What are you, stupid?
There we go. Okay, we're gonna of course light the chaos candle. There we go. Lighting the candle for chaos. Magic. Placing it on my altar. And let's see what I have left over still over here. Still got the moonstone from last week. Still got the red Jasper Charmander. I haven't used that since Wednesday, I don't think. And I've got a whole bunch of other elements that, of course, are more supportive for Bitcoin, like Black Onyx, and did a little chip damage on that. And yeah, my other chaotic elements, some of my favorites like Dragon's Blood and Rhodonite. I do like Rhodonite. Maybe I'll throw some Rhodonite on tonight. And yeah, let's kick this up a notch and see if we can get a breakout on Bitcoin going tonight. I'm gonna mix Rhodonite with why not? We'll throw Charmander back on there. Red Jasper and Rhodonite. All right, so those are on the altar here in front of me. Gonna be, of course, burning more money. Too much of this is spent though. It's too spent. It's too spent. Too spent. Oh, damn it. All right. So yeah, we're gonna of course sacrifice the rest of that 20. I'll save that one for later. There we go. And Andrew Jackson is again toast. Toast! Avocado toast, maybe, even. Alright. He is donezo. And yes, the chaos ensues. I am now an instrument of chaos, and I will show you with Crocpeos, the power of chaos, where we are going to go next. Alrighty. Alright. So let's take one last look at the order books. Anything else really hiding here? We are getting a little stopped out right now at about 70,500. Bears coming in, swinging up a lot of positions. Woo, all the way open to about 72K probably this evening. You can see it's looking pretty tight in here too. Tight. Very tight. Let's go.
Go. Tight. Yeah.
Yes, tight like a tiger. And yeah, it looks like 70,000, between 70,000 flat and 72, right down the center. Probably, yeah, this of course the center of our parallel channel. It's crazy how it respects this stuff too. I just throw lines on the chart, guys. I'm a crazy person, just doing this for fun. All right, 70,600 right now on Bitcoin. Will we break higher? Still stuck in a parallel channel, basically between 67. I would say now it's a little higher, about 670K. Down here, it's a really tight channel, man. Really tight channel. 70K and 72 flat, right there. Boom. That's what we're seeing on the order books tonight. Again, the likelihood of us getting out of here, if we do break out, a decent move, man. A decent move. If we do break on through here, we're at least going to touch 72K, if not a little bit higher, 73, 74K. You guys in the chat calling for 75,000 before 65K. So you guys already know. You guys already know where I was going tonight, it looks like. But it's not what I am doing. It's, of course, the Chaos Magic. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to delete everything I just drew because I don't want to bias for this evening. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Getting into our baseline target this evening. Doing a little bit of chop here until maybe about 10:30 o'clock midnight, seeing maybe 71,500, and then 72 right around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. The top of our, the middle of our channel, probably getting stopped out there 3 o'clock in the morning, losing it, coming back down, and of course starting the whole thing over again. That's going to be our baseline target for this evening. A little bit up and to the right, nothing too crazy going into tomorrow morning. Let me clean that up a little bit because I did this on the wrong chart. I did it on the 30-minute. There we go. Let me do this a little cleaner, a little cleaner, a little cleaner, a little cleaner. Yeah. That'll work. That'll work. All right. Oh, I did it again, damn it. Jesus, little cleaner. Little cleaner, little cleaner. Double top there, and yeah, we'll start there in the morning. Okay, cool. Pretty much a nothing burger from where we are now. On our baseline target, bull case scenario, bear case scenario. Bear case scenario, we test the bottom of this channel. We lose that right around 2 or 3 in the morning. Test the bottom of this trend. I don't know what would happen to make this occur. Worst case scenario, I guess they just start bombing each other again. Israel, of course, said they're going to stop, but they keep doing it anyway. That's our bear case scenario for Bitcoin. And bull case. Bull cases, we're just going to rip on through here and top of our channel. 76,000. I don't think we've even gotten higher than 77 here lately. I'm just going to stop there. I'm not going to get stupid bullish again tonight with you guys. We're going to keep mostly just the center of our parallel channel on the morning open. That's the plan anyway. It's of course going to be our bull case scenario. And then, again, I'd love to be wrong. Super bull and super bear. Super bear going down. Is it still there from last week? I guess it is. Yeah. Yeah, let's send this bitch down to 50K. Yeah, screw it. $50,000 Bitcoin on our super bear case scenario. Nuclear war. Nuclear war. Candle right there. All right, and then of course our super bull case scenario. Let's just stop at 90K. And flip 85 into support, something like that. Super bull. There we go. All right. One of these is not like the other. One of them is where we're actually going to go. And I'm calling for basically, again, baseline bear. I think more than likely we might see a little bullish action tonight. I'm just tired of being right, guys. So I want to be wrong tomorrow. How does that work? How does that work, huh? I'm calling for baseline bear, but I'm hoping for bull. I'm hoping for bull because I want to be wrong. I'm so tired of being right. So that's what I'm going to be calling this night. I would love to be wrong, but I think it's still going to be baseline bear. Sideways. Foreign market's been pretty boring lately too. They've been more proactively buying the dips and then holding. Buying the dips and holding, and they're not really quite selling off, so I'm not expecting like a super bear case scenario or anything, or even like on top of our bear case. That could still happen too, but I'm still looking at somewhere maybe a little bit higher, closer to our baseline. But either way, baseline bear. Again, I want to be wrong, man. I want to see this tomorrow and be wrong. That's what I'm saying. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. I'm gonna head out here in about 10 minutes. Set up, of course, the live for the Patreon. If you guys, of course, are a Patreon member, you can see me on the other side soon. All right, so since I do have a few extra minutes, let's get in with you guys over here and see what else is cooking. What else you guys got in the chat for me here? John Doe says, still no music for the Chaos Burn? Just the guitar riff for real? What? John Doe, yeah. I gotta get back to working on that. I started working on that on Monday, ended up doing my taxes, and I forgot all about it. But I did have like a whole other segment kind of planned for it. So don't you worry, John. I'm giving me some time. My life's been kind of a mess right now. Yeah, looking at a mess in the studio. Trying to sell a ton of stuff right now, guys. I need metal if we're burning cash, damn it. I mean, yeah, there's some metal. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Otaku is the Bob Ross of crypto, says Jake the Snake. Well, thank you. just don't tell anyone about our our little tree over here. This is just between you and me. This little tree, just our tree. And Jake likes to stay away from the tree. He's afraid of the tree because the tree is a little too far away from Jake. You know, Jake likes to hang out over here. Down here, pessimistic, you know, as always. You know, Jake calling for 50K. Sitting on his royal pillow. Oh my god. Shit. Just don't tell anyone else about that tree. This was just a secret between you and I, Jake. What the hell? Yeah, Red Jasper and Road Knight, let's go. Says Braveheart, you need to get to chew some fire agate. Ooh, yes, some fire agate. Yes, 100%. I have some fire quartz somewhere. I haven't been able to find it. Still, since I moved, I can't find my fire quartz. Let's see what else we have here in the chat. What's shaking? Bacon says EZ. What's shaking? BB understands stop as well as 16-year-old boy in the car wrestling with a primp. What the hell? What the hell, Ben? Jacob 6 says I was too young for the last one. The prom dress. Okay. What the hell? BB understands that he got missiled allegedly. Allegedly. I think he's alive though. Last week we did see him, right? I mean, I didn't see him in person. But someone I think did. Hegseth, our plan is to go over there and stick it to him. Yeah, stick it to him. What a brilliant thinker. Yeah, I need $200 billion. Why? Bomb, 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 and bomb, 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 bomb. And of course, they just break out into music and song and dance because that's exactly. Hegseth is just like that. He's not much of a thinker. Braid, Jake the Snake says $50. 75 then $50. Jake. Then let's add a few little red candles in the foreign markets. Let's give them some green friends to remind them how strong they could be. Jeez, Jake. Brave Army Freedom says Hegseth, so the Star of David tattoo. Go figure. Really? He has a Star of David tattoo? Wow, and he wants to still kick stand up over there too. That's weird. Ghost Operation says Qatar lost 20% of its liquefied natural gas next 5 years. Supply China. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Italy, South Korea, Belgium, and 20 billion in damages. Yeah, so they say it's going to take 3 to 5 years to, to actually restore that platform they lost. Jacob Snake says, I'm not saying BB is Batman, but has anyone seen them in the same room together? Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Jake the Snake, go figure. Go figure. They're in 2 different locations, Jake. Jeez. All right, guys. I think that's gonna call it. I'm gonna be over there in about 15 minutes. I guess give me a break to go grab a juice box, and then of course I'll be on the Zoom call with you guys on the Patreon live, doing the show over there for you guys only, exclusively, of course. For $15 a month, only $15 a month, guys. You can, of course, join the Patreon and be part of the Crypto Chaos crew. I'll see you guys on the other side. Have a good night. Have a good night. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. I will see you all again soon tomorrow morning. Later.
When will then be now? Soon.
So soon.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my key. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Tomorrow is more wrong than let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. I wish I could do it. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Yeah, what is this? Yeah, like I think I'm done with this, guys. I think I'm done with this. Like I tried taking just 2 nerds. Just 2, and it's still too much. So there's nothing that's enough for me. It's nothing that's enough for me. So screw it.
What are you,
Screw it.
stupid?
But I do have some fortune cookies. Unfortunately, they're both smashed, and this one doesn't even have a fortune in it. It's half a cookie with nothing in it. It's kind of useless. There's no fortune in that. It's stupid. I do have this one, which is smashed with a fortune. Let's see what we got. Happy Monday. Bring us good news, please. Please, good news for you on Monday. It says, follow the path of gratitude. It leads to abundance and a slow death. All right, so yeah, that's all we want, guys. That's actually a pretty good one for me too. That's all I actually ever ask out of the world is just a life of happiness and abundance. That's it. That is it. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, of course, if you're part of the Chaos crew, I'll see you on the other side in just a few minutes. Have a good one, guys. See you over there. Stay safe. Do everything else good. Just don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything
What are
stupid.
you, stupid?
I'll see y'all soon. Later.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, he's taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bet.